Hello, pipe smokers. David Russell Mosley, the enchanted pipe smoker here. Well, it is a beautiful spring day with still feet of snow on the ground in New Hampshire. Frankly, I haven't been able to get out and smoke very much. A combination of watching my children and working on my thesis in my little cellar office study in my grandmother-in-law's house has meant not a lot of time for pipe smoking and certainly not much time for watching or making YouTube videos. However, today it is too beautiful not to sit and enjoy a pipe, do some work, and have a little chat. Housekeeping. I am smoking. It's a Tudor Castle from McClelland Pipe Company, or McClelland Tobacco Company. This was gifted to me from the theobacconist. Probably should have done an unboxing video, but I didn't. I'm lazy. This tobacco is accompanied by an excellent 6-page letter from my good friend Eric, which I've already replied to. I'm really enjoying this. I'm smoking it in, as always, my Savinelli. Really just wanted to do a couple of things today. First, and I'm very remiss yet again, I've promised Nathan Campbell numerous times that I would showcase the tamper he made for me, and I still haven't had a chance to do it. But Nathan, thank you so much. The green is my favorite color, so thank you for that. The repurposing of a bullet casing like that, something that is meant for harm, which is a discussion for another day, but something which is meant so often for harm being repurposed for something beautiful, namely tamping my pipe. There's just so much beauty in that. So thank you again, Nathan. Speaking of tampers, one of the things that I wanted to do in this video is last Christmas my mother-in-law got for me this fountain pen, which has become the sole pen that I use. It's a custom made by some kid here in New Hampshire. I don't know, I was in England when I got it. It's just a beautiful pen. I'd like to get some more fountain pens just because while this is beautiful, the nib is a little less than perfect. It's thicker than I'd like, but I can't change out the nib because this is custom and because of how the cap works and stuff. But one of the greatest things about this pen is that I always have a tamper with me now. It's made of wood, as you can see, but with metal at the ends, so that I can tamp my pipe, which is slightly going out. Let me get that relit very quickly. I've often used whatever was on hand when I've forgotten my tamper as a tamper. Once I used a plastic pen and melted it, so that was fun. But anyway, just another thing that I wanted to tell you all about was just give you a little update for those who might care about my thesis work. So for those who don't know, I'm doing a PhD in theology at the University of Nottingham, though I'm now resident in New Hampshire as opposed to in England. If you're interested, I can tell you more about it. In essence, it's kind of about poetry and deification, or thesis for those familiar with Eastern Orthodoxy. This notion that the intended end of humanity is to become, in some sense, God. Not in some kind of pantheistic way, but in a way that doesn't abolish the distinction between God, the uncreated, and humanity, the created. And essentially, I'm arguing that Poetry, the creation of poetry, and here I use poetry and fantasy or fairy tales somewhat synonymously. But the act of creating those and the act of reading them is an inherent part of that process. Like I said, I'm writing a whole thesis about this, so I could talk for hours on this subject. If you have any interest, leave a comment in the comment box, and maybe I'll do a video kind of explaining a bit more what I'm doing. But I'm in kind of a sticky situation. I was supposed to hand in back in September, but I had twin sons in May of last year, and then one of them got cancer, as I explained in an earlier video. He's in remission, he's doing really well, but all of that has meant that I didn't finish when I was supposed to, and so now I've got till the end of May, but as those of you who are parents will know, being a parent, especially being, in essence, because my PhD is kind of my job right now, being a stay-at-home dad, can make it really hard to get work done. Because I don't always have access to the stuff that I need. It's just tough right now. So, for those of you who pray, I ask much for your prayers. I'm hopefully going to be able to go down to Baltimore for a week in April, and I'll definitely do a video from there, to stay with a friend down there who works at Loyola University in Maryland, and just kind of get away from all of my other very important responsibilities so that I can really focus and crank out this thesis. So again, prayers for that, for those of you who pray. But I just wanted to give you that little update. This is what I'm working on. This is what I'm doing. And I've got until the end of May. So, words of encouragement, prayers, all greatly appreciated. Right now I'm doing tons of reading, trying to get everything into the best possible shape. So, yeah. I just wanted to let you all know what was going on. It's been a long time since I made a video, back at Christmas time, I think. So yeah, just wanted to let you know what was going on, that I'm still here, that I'm still smoking my pipe and still diligently working on finishing my PhD, so that hopefully I can get a job. Though even there, it's a tangential point, but doing this PhD was about the only thing I really could have done. I couldn't not have done this. Anyway, this video's already getting a little long, so, like I said, just a quick update, let you know that I'm here, let you know what's going on, my non-traditional tamper, and a shout out to Nathan, whom I still haven't done what I promised, namely, show off his tamper. Next video, I will try to remember to do it. I can't make any promises, but I will try very hard to remember to do it. So, in the meantime, farewell, my friends, and when you sit in peace with your pipes, think of me.